Coop, what's going on? What's going on, sir? Good morning. How's it going? Oh, my phone finna die. How my phone finna die and I'm in the house? Good morning, Mika. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing today? How's it going? So I want to talk about the recession that's going on alive. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want to talk about recession-proof businesses today because I don't know if people realize, like, we're getting ready to go into a recession. Asian drama, hello. Gregory, hello. Yeah, we're getting ready to go into a recession, and I'm just curious to know if people are prepared for that, or even thinking about, Can y'all hear me? I was trying to push my phone up and something happened. Yeah, I don't think people are realizing like what's happening right now, and so that's something I want to discuss is are you prepared for the recession? Are you thinking about the recession? Do you kind of have things in order? Like, are you prepared? People don't realize like one stream of income is too close to none. So like if and when all hell breaks loose, like what are you gonna do? Like if COVID didn't teach us anything at all, it definitely taught that you got to be prepared for the unknown, because although that was a couple of years ago, where a lot of people are still getting COVID, a lot of people are still suffering from the effects of COVID. And so that's just something I wanted to talk about today. Those of you guys that are just joining, if you have any business questions, feel free to drop your questions, but I do want to talk about like the recession and if you're prepared, and like what things do you have in place. I know a lot of people, are crazy about their jobs, or just like, I can't afford to do this, or I want to do that, or whatever. But like, are you thinking about the bigger picture? Are you thinking about if all hell breaks loose again, like, are you prepared for that? Or have you just gotten back comfortable, like nothing like that'll ever happen again? A man-made one at that, correct. COVID is not going yet. People are just weird how they go about it. True, but I'm just saying, like, we weren't expecting, I could speak for myself, right? I wasn't expecting COVID to come and just shut stuff down. Interesting enough, in 2020, 2020 was my highest year as a business owner. I made a lot of money in 2020. A whole lot of money. However, we just weren't expecting it. I was able to quickly make a shift to go virtual. I was able to quickly do a virtual shift to where I made damn good money. However, although it was my biggest year, I took $100,000 loss as well, because I had 5 sold out China trips and I had to refund those people for those trips. But I was able to quickly make a transition and it still worked out. I was on tour as well, like doing my seminars in different states, but okay, we can't be in present. Let's take this thing virtual. So, yeah. Hey, Tasha, good morning. How are you? Nobody was. The next one is going to break people and there won't be free checks again. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. The last one broke a lot of people. People just weren't, they just, I don't know. But they're definitely, all the money that came flowing through during the pandemic, that's not going to happen again. Too many people abused it. And yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah. Good morning. Personally, a lot of these jobs don't care about their employees. How about like 98% of the jobs don't care about their employees, and they're going to act like they care, of course, because you know, they want you to do a job, but they'll never pay you enough to be their neighbors. You know, they're just looking at you as a number. If you call in sick today, they want to know how soon you're going to get better. You don't even know what's wrong with you, but they are trying to figure out like when you're going to get better so you can come back. I just like probably about 30 minutes ago had a conversation. Thank you. I just had a conversation with somebody about 30 minutes ago. She works for the city and county of San Francisco. She makes damn good money, but I'm just like, what if? A lot of people aren't focused on the what if. They're just so content in doing whatever it is that they do because they make good money and they've been there for X amount of years. Those people can get rid of you at any given time. So like, are you prepared? What are you going to do? Do you have a savings? Are you just living like this every day, you know, is a party? Like, what exactly are you doing to put yourself in position for this recession? Because believe it or not, it hasn't hit hard yet, but we're like in the beginning stages of it. So what are you doing for yourself to get prepared? Like, what is it that you're doing? I do want to talk about some recession-proof businesses, but I'm just curious, like, to know, like, what people are thinking about. Like, what are your thoughts and things like that? Content, if you say something, they take it at... Oh, content. Yeah. If you say something, you know, I'm sure some of the people that were on here probably jumped off because they like, oh, like, my job would never. And, you know, it's not yours. Like, it don't belong to you. And it's like the bosses and the people that act like they love you the most, those are the ones that'll cut you first, right? So it's important to make sure you have your own stuff in play if and when all hell breaks loose. I'm thinking about downgrading my living arrangements to save for a good year. And so that's another thing we can talk about too, because a lot of people want to save money. Like, you know, and these are conversations like we were kind of raised, save money, save money, save money. What exactly are we saving for? And I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, what are you saving money for? Because 6-7 years ago, in my mind, it was like save money, save money, save money as well. However, you know, now it's more so of like, keep a little bit over here, but invest as much as you can in something that's going to make you more money and bring you back more money. And then you keep rinsing and repeating the cycle. So I'm just curious, like, okay, if we decide to save, like, what exactly are we saving for? Liquor sales go up when people money gets short, always have. That's interesting. But yeah, they trying to drink their problems away, and that ain't gonna help. It's already starting with Instagram. They hide people content, which means no sales. Exactly. So what does that mean? You got to get on live. Oh, I think your day is tomorrow, huh? Bailiff here. What you doing tomorrow for Small Business Saturday? Because I think I said I was gonna block you in about a week if you didn't go live. So, okay, boom. Most of us know that things aren't really shaking on Instagram. So what do? You move around. You find other ways. You find other platforms. You get out, network, meet people, shake a hand, meet a friend. You know, like, we have to move around. Just because Instagram is hiding people's content doesn't mean that we just, like, we could just chill. No, we have to figure out, like, what's next. I'm not gonna let Instagram dictate my money. I'm gonna go find my money elsewhere. It is called life. You have to be able to take care of yourself. Correct. Got to think bigger. That's why I'm here learning everything possible. You're definitely changing my mindset. Yes, Pinterest is a good platform too. I've been hearing people hop on Pinterest or whatever. And I remember when Pinterest first started having like stories or videos or something that you can do. Like, I hopped over there. But I mean, most people know I was against TikTok. I'm like, I ain't getting over there. I'm not going to be doing all that. And then where am I at on TikTok? And then I've been on here a solid 3 weeks and I've made some damn good sales on here. You know what? There was I think it was Lil Boosie, because I always talk about, I don't care who you are. I don't care what product or service you have to offer. You're only going to be able to convert 2 to 3% of your audience. So the goal is always to get more eyes on you. On Instagram, I have 18,000 followers, but I don't have 18,000 buyers, right? So the more eyes you get on you, the more people that know about you, about your products, your services, or whatever, the better you'll do. But if it's not happening wherever you think it's supposed to happen at, you have to move around and find where it is that you can build at. I hopped over here to TikTok, and I know I can do really well over here on TikTok, even if a recession hits, because of the knowledge and stuff that I have. So it's important to expand your horizons, open your mind, read books, take classes, invest in a coach, a mentor. Don't just sit around and wait to see what's going to happen, because life is going to still happen regardless. Change is good. Yes. Save money till you get your next income, because they will get rid of you at any time. But then, okay, with that, you're saving your money. So I guess my issue is you can save money to do whatever it is that you need to do. But what if you're already like hardly making it or barely making it? Like, there's not much you can really save. And then if you save that, like, then what? Make your money work for you. You have to make your money work for you. You have to make your money work for you. You have to put your money in different avenues to see, which one makes the most sense. One thing about me, there are a couple of different things that I will always jump back into that I know that are going to just make me money no matter what. Any bank checking account recommendations for business accounts or what? Hello, Tanya. How are you? Multiple streams of income is a must. Education is key in business. Absolutely. You have to keep on learning. You have to, for sure, you have to keep on learning so you can figure out different things. You have to take risks. You have to, move around. Personal bank accounts. I don't necessarily give recommendations for personal bank accounts. It's kind of like what your preferences are. My business accounts, I use Navy Federal and Bank of America. I don't give personal bank account recommendations, because what work for you may not work for me, and vice versa. So when it comes to personal bank accounts, I just do what works best for me. Letting it sit there is pointless, because the banks are loaning it out. The banks are loaning it out, and they're definitely making more money off of your money. And those are the things that we don't think about. And it's like, we have it sitting in these savings accounts. The one bank that I have a really good, the interest rate is really good at one of my credit unions for my savings account. However, most savings accounts, you can have 10, 15, 20, 30, $40,000 sitting in a savings account for 10 years, and you might get $10. You may get $10. So it's important to invest your money in something that you can make some money off of, and then rinse and repeat the cycle. Can you give us some idea on recession-proof businesses? So the things that I have on my list is digital products for sure. People are always going to want to learn things, especially if and when a recession hits. So digital products for sure. Affiliate marketing. You do affiliate marketing, that's just pretty much promoting somebody else's business. I'm not going out of business at all, right? So, look into some companies that have affiliate programs. That's just like money in the bank. There's no inventory. It's just nothing. The same with digital products. Once they're made, they're made. People are going to want to learn and figure out different things if a recession hits, because then their minds are going to open. People start getting fired, losing their jobs and stuff like that. Then they're going to wake up like, oh shit, I need to do something to make some money. So, any idea requires action. Get off your butt and do something. Yeah. Yes, and you have to get permission to get your own money out. Exactly. Then they loan your money out at 17%. Exactly. Thoughts on investing in Series I bond? I'm not sure what that is or what that means. I'm sorry. Thoughts on investing in Series I bond? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That's what I want to learn, affiliate marketing and digital. And so another thing that I have on here is like courses and classes. And all of that falls under digital. Courses, classes, ebooks, journals, workbooks, like all of those type of things, they kind of fall under the same category. CBD is another thing. Like, I made really good money. And so I mentioned it in the video I posted yesterday, but the CBD industry, how I got into that industry is because I was selling this tea. I was selling this CBD tea, and I was selling this tea. The CBD tea was the most popular tea. And so I was like, well, let me do some research. And after doing the research and seeing the profit margins in the CBD, so like by 2025, the CBD is going to be at like, I forgot it, a couple years ago, it's going to be at like $25 billion industry or something like that. But people, are looking for things to keep them calm that won't get them high, or, they have jobs and they don't want to test negative for THC and things like that. So that's a really good industry. CBD for pets is a really, really good industry as well. Like, if you niche it down to something specific, CBD for pets do really good. Any skincare type of CBD product, those do really good. So, yeah. Check out Meek's ebooks. They will help you jumpstart your mindset and business growth. Yes, and on Monday, we're starting the, well, actually, it'll be on Tuesday. We're starting the new 30-day mentorship program. Series 1 bonds only, give you 10%. Pets are a gold mine. Correct. And depending on the type of business you have too, like if you get government contracts and stuff like that, those are things that can, kind of secure you some income. But like, just because of what COVID did, like, there's no way I'm going to just be focused on one thing, and especially a job and what they have to offer, because, they may lose their customers or their funding or whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, anything with pets usually go crazy. Even like the dog clothes and stuff like that. Like, people love their pets like they love their kids. So anything with the pet industry is always, I don't know how to get the government contracts. I have a couple of friends that do. Actually, one of the girls that's going to be speaking at Houston Meets Cali, she's like heavy in government contracts. So she's going to cover government contracts and drop shipping. And the guy from Fubu made tens of millions. Oh, yeah. Didn't something recently just happen with Fubu? Like, they made some really good money recently on something, right? I believe. If anybody have any business questions, you could drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat. Yeah, I'm good. Good morning. My old trial defense, she's showing helps people get government contracts. I used to type them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you were on last night, but this, somebody was talking about getting their Sam's number. So to get your, not like Sam's Club, but Sam's, oh, you were on last night when she was talking about getting her Sam's number. If you want to get certain contracts for minority-owned, woman-owned businesses and things like that, you have to have your Sam's number. They changed it now. It's more detailed and the name change. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Welcome in. Yes, if you guys have questions, drop your questions in the chat. What's interesting is when I was talking about like the plans and stuff, there was like 80 people on here and nobody said nothing. Like nobody said if they had a plan or if they were like, we really got, we got to wake up. Like so many people are just like wasting time, like just chilling. Oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Like you keep putting things off until tomorrow. Like sometime tomorrow never comes. Like you just keep putting it off. Like you got to wake up and realize tomorrow not even promised. So like put your plan together today and execute it. Because sitting around, everybody goes by money loss. Oh, every day. Yeah, exactly. The day's just going right on by and people just wait until tomorrow. They just waiting on the perfect opportunity or the perfect whatever. Like there's never going to be a perfect opportunity. They're waiting until they get more money or make more money. Like you'll never, I'm not going to say never ever, but it's like if you're in any type of money situation or crisis right now, if you're waiting on some money to come, depending on how much money it is, when you get it, it's already spent. So it's like you need to try to figure out what you can do with what you already have, or you're going to just remain in the same situation. And I don't think people think about that. They just waiting. Everybody's just waiting. Definitely, I had to put some friends and family members on ice. Their mindset's just not there. Correct. And that's one of the hardest things is like when you have to like remove yourself away from people because they're not there. Like they just don't get it. Like you got to do what you got to do for yourself, because like my peace and my money is like very, very important to me. So I can't like conversate and talk to people all day, every day that's just kind of chilling and they're not worried about nothing. They're not talking about the future. They just kind of living for the moment. Like that's kind of like some BS for real. They sleep on other people's money. Like you would really be surprised at the people that don't. I mean, I'm not going to say surprised because I just learned like 6 years ago what OPM was. So I get it. And even like when I really started making money, I still wasn't on the OPM, on other people's money. I was still like, oh my God, like I got some money to where I could just pay my bills. There is, certain cultures that don't do it like that. They pay everything with other people's money and they hold on to their own money. We're conditioned to spending all of our own money and then we're scared to get the credit cards. And we're scared to take the loans. Like you pay attention to the terms. If the interest rates are good, the terms are good, you use that money to do whatever it is that you need to do with. And then, I had bad credit a long time. One day I just did pre-approvals to see how much. I had bad credit for a long time too. Like the majority of my life, my credit was bad. Like I did not see a 700 credit score until 2020. I had never seen over a 700 credit score until 2020 because I started tearing my credit up so young. And my mom had good credit, but we didn't talk about credit. So it was just like, oh, but the older you get, you realize like credit is everything. You don't want to be in a situation to where you spent all your money, like your money in your bank account on your bills or on your everyday life or whatever, and then your credit is bad, so you can't even go get nothing. You want to have your money in place in your account, and then you want to use other people's money to do whatever it is that you need to do. A lot of people don't realize you shouldn't be using your debit card. People use their debit cards every day for everyday purchases. I'm going to use a credit card. Oh shit, I broke my nail. I'm going to use a credit card for every purchase. I don't care if it's $2 or if it's $2,000. I'm using a credit card. I'm not using my debit card. But again, that's a part of the mindset change and shit. If all you know is using a debit card because you know you have the money in the bank, that's what you're accustomed to. Like, no, I need to leave my money there just in case something happens and I can only use that money. When them people just start approving any amount I ask for, I damn near cry. That's how Navy Federal be. One thing about Navy, you can go to Navy and get whatever you want. You can definitely go to Navy and get whatever you want. Our generation was never taught credit. We had to learn from trial and error. Correct. But then with that, Tasha, there's a lot of people that are afraid to apply for credit or use credit because they kind of don't get the concept of it. So yeah, we didn't know and we didn't learn. We didn't learn, but it's like that's the best way to go. That's the best way to go, to use other people's money. It's like that's like people that don't want to build business credit. Like, oh, I fund my own business with my own money. Why? Like you don't have to. And then people are like, oh, well, I built my business credit, but I did it using my social security number. You shouldn't do it that way either, because God forbid. But if all hell breaks loose and you need to dissolve that business credit profile, you can do that, walk away, and still have your good personal credit. But those are the conversations that most people aren't having. When it happens, and it will, so everything changes. It definitely changes. It most definitely changes. Like your whole mindset and everything changed. Like I can pretty much go in anywhere and get what I want. I've been on both sides. Like I've been there to where I've gone to buy a brand new car and the interest rate was 20 something percent and I had to put $2,500 down and all of that. But like the most recent car that I had, my interest rate 3%, no money down. The most expensive car I've ever had, and it's not even that expensive. It was under $50,000, but still, like that good credit hits different. That's where I messed up. Using money out of pocket. That's where most people mess up at, because they don't know, or they get money from somewhere, or they get their taxes back, or get something, and then they take that money and then they invest it towards a business, which is good. But if you don't know, then, you don't know. It's like if I was to think, and I always say, I don't wish that what I know now, I would have known back then, because I would have fumbled it. Like you have to be mentally prepared for the things that you want in life. I don't care what it is, whether it's, a job, a business, a relationship, a house, whatever. Like you have to be mentally prepared and you have to know exactly what it is that you want. And so back then I wasn't prepared, right? So I'm glad that I did learn, I just wish that like now it would be incorporated in schools and stuff so people can start hearing it in 6th, 7th grade about credit and things like that. So when they get grown, they don't tear up their credit and then they're just prepared. But yeah, we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. But the second you learn, or if you're attached or affiliated with somebody that knows, like you need to pick their brain. Even my parents, I wasn't taught credit. I had to teach myself in my 30s. Now I understand. Exactly. I'm trying to clean it up. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, you don't know what you don't know. But it's like once you figure it out and learn it, then you have to do something about it. You got to do something about it. If you guys have any business questions, drop your questions in the chat. More into it. You can have you make money off the fees at the ATM. Yeah, we definitely live and we learn. Most definitely. Traffic tips outside of social media. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Do you have any website traffic? I mean, You can like pay somebody to like do your SEO and all of that stuff, but I mean that can get kind of expensive. What I remember, weren't you on here last night? What kind of business do you have? And just out of curiosity, why do you want, oh, are you the one that have like the, something to do with like the headstones or something? And sometimes you got to take a step back to leap forward. Exactly. Where would you start with building business credit? I have a business credit ebook that's $20. It's in the third link in my bio. But to build business credit, you need to have an LLC, a EIN, a DUNS number, and business bank account. If you don't have a physical address, you need a virtual address. And then you start building with tier 1 accounts. But it's a pretty extensive process. So if you want to learn more about that, you can grab the business credit ebook. That's how I know you're on your shit. People don't even know what SEO is. Really? Everyone, if you, okay. I do website design and I just started making courses. I've been using something to get traffic, but I want more. So yeah, so my question is like, why do you want to, I guess I'm confused about why you want to build without, why do you want to get more traffic without it coming from social media? I'm at work, Mick, but I'm riding with you. How's work going, Big Hemi? I was in a life with self-proclaimed teacher, said SEO, she was lost. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. People, I don't know why people, I mean, people don't know what they don't know. That's the thing with me. That's why I'm always taking courses, or I'm always finding a coach, or I'm always just trying to like tap into something, because I want to know everything. And of course I can't know everything, but I want to learn as much as I possibly can, because most people, you know, there's a lot of people that don't use social media or whatever. So it's like they're getting website traffic somehow. I'm here to just parenting, but listening. So yeah. I gotta go back to that and see. But she was teaching online marketing? No way. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. She was teaching online marketing and didn't know about SEO? That's deep. That is very, very deep right there. That part I want to learn absolutely everything. Right. And then, like I said, there's some things that you won't be able to learn or whatever, but 5K people in there too. Let me tell you something about that, Coop. That is where I have an issue at. The thing about me, if I don't know something, I don't know it. And I don't know everything about everything, but it's just some things I'm not going to talk about or teach without knowing. Like, how are you doing that and you don't know about SEO? So did she not know what SEO was, or she didn't know the purpose of it, or what? Can you touch on how important it is paying business taxes too, because they will come get you? I don't know if they'll come and get you, but if we're going to say you're in business and that's your only source of income. Your only source of income is business, and you're not filing your taxes. You'll never be able to buy a house. Like, you won't ever be able to buy anything because they want to see a paper trail, right? And so I tell business owners all the time too, you can't write everything off. There are some people that nobody wants to pay the IRS. Nobody wants to pay. I don't want to pay, but you got to pay to play. Like, I wouldn't have been able to buy my house if I didn't pay taxes. So it comes to a point where it's like you have to narrow down and do what you got to do. And then thinking back, like, we're so accustomed to I just want to get a tax check back. But it's like, when you get a tax check, that means you're in a certain income bracket. When you have to pay the IRS, that means your income bracket then went way, 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 way up. So it's like, what side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the side to where you could get that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000? And tax season didn't even hit the way it did. Tax season this year didn't hit the way it did the previous years because of the stimulus checks, and people didn't realize that they were taking that money out and all that stuff. That was just a whole nother like thing within itself. But you gotta pay to play. Like you just absolutely have to. You don't want to just write everything off, because if you take all these write-offs, it then looks like you have a hobby. Like you're not in business, you just got a hobby. You just over there just kind of doing something, but you probably did make some money. It goes back to during the pandemic, people were saying that they had businesses so they could get that free money that they probably gonna end up in jail behind. But then maybe you're on Section 8 or housing assistance or something like that, but you have these people thinking that you barely making any money. Like, pick a side. Pick a side. But yeah, it's important to pay your taxes. 5,000 people in there. That's a shame. I started answering questions for people. Can you touch on... Oh, okay, I got that. When would someone consider being taxed as an S corp? I don't touch on those type of questions. I think you asked that before. Maybe it wasn't you. It was someone with a similar name. You would want to talk to a CPA or a tax professional about that. I don't... I can touch on how to make money on social media, how to build your business credit and things like that. I can tell you the benefits of a LLC versus a sole prop, but when it comes to the taxes and the S corps and all that, I don't get caught up in that stuff. To be honest, making organic content is not the easiest for me, and paying for ads are expensive. And ads don't do it. I mean, no, hold on. I don't mean ads don't do it. I have built a very organic following on Instagram. Like, everything I do is very organic. I want people to come and follow me and check me out based on organic. A lot of people make a lot of money off of ads, but when I became a business owner, I was broke and I didn't have money to be spending $10,000, $20,000 on ads or $400 or $500 on ads. Like, I just didn't have it. So I didn't have no choice but to get up, show up here, be consistent, and be in the people's face all the time. So she told me I may have my acronym incorrect. No way. Oh, she didn't have a clue. So it's not that she didn't know about SEOs. She just didn't even have a clue about. That makes me nervous. And that's why it's hard for coaches and gurus and all these people to make money, because of stuff like that. People don't even know what they're talking about. This is why you have to research on a lot of these, exactly, a lot of these so-called coaches and mentors. Absolutely, Tasha. Yeah, that's deep right there. That is deep. That's the greedy people. I don't like that. And you know what? It may not be greedy, but people struggle. You know, people struggle. People are starving. Some of them are greedy, but people are like really struggling and starving too. So it's like they look at an opportunity like, let me hop on this opportunity. Like, I want the money. Everybody wants the money, right? But you got to put in the work for it. A lot of people don't want to wait. They don't want to put in the work. They just want to wake up rich. They just want to, throw, $200-$300 over here and then wake up rich. I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example. So like probably few months ago, maybe longer than a few months ago, I don't even remember, but we're going to say at some point this year, I put a post on Instagram, and the Instagram, and I was proving a point, right? And the post said, cash at me $25. And after you send the cash app, I'll tell you what it's for. And I think I don't know how many people I had. I had a lot of people, like probably damn near 100 people. They didn't have a clue of what the $25 was for at all. Tasha probably remember that. They didn't have a clue of what it was for. I literally made a post on Twitter. It wasn't a flyer. It wasn't cute. It wasn't pretty or anything. I said, cash at me $25 and I'll tell you what it's for after. And so like I said, damn near 100 people sent me $25 and they didn't have a clue what it was for. The point that I was trying to prove to the masses was I built a community and people trust me. They didn't know what the money was for, but they didn't really care because they trust me. However, what leads me to this point is there were like 4 people that sent me the $25. And so what happened is you send me the $25 and then you comment done. And then I'll send you a DM telling you what it's for. And it was for a free class, right? So like 4 of the people that sent me money, they weren't business owners. And so I'm like, it's for a class, if you want it, cool. And if you don't, I can send you $25 back. The 4 people that weren't business owners like, oh, I'll take the money back. You see me here every day helping and teaching business owners. If you don't have a business, what did you think I was going to do for you for that $25? Did you think I was going to turn it into 500 or turn it into 1,000? Like, what did you think I was going to do? If you're not a business owner and you see me helping business owners on a daily basis, people just want to wake up rich. They want to get quick rich. Like, people just have to do better and think better. Like, y'all sent that money knowing that I help business owners, but yeah, people are interested. But anyway, if you guys are just joining and you have business questions, drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat. But it was so weird. But again, like I said, the point that I was proving was you build a community. You want to make sure that people know who you are and people trust you. You have to build people's trust. So yep. I'm not into Airbnbs. I'm not. I was seriously considering it. Somebody that'll be speaking at Houston Meets Cali will touch on Airbnbs. I was considering Airbnbs, but then I start hearing too many horror stories, right? Because you have these Airbnb coaches and gurus that teach you how to like go to an apartment building or wherever, get a corporate lease and all of this stuff. But a lot of these places are against Airbnbs, right? So, these people will teach you how to go in there, build your business credit, take some money from the business credit, pay the rent for like 6 months and whatever. But then in their clauses, they have no Airbnbs or no subletting or whatever. Technically, you doing Airbnbs, that's subleasing, right? And so I just started hearing these stories. Like one time somebody had, the only thing, I would recommend people doing Airbnbs is if they own the thing, right? But to each his own. This is just my own opinion on it. But there was one story where somebody rented a place in a expensive high rise or whatever, and I want to say the AC went out or something like that. So the person went to the front desk like, I'm in unit whatever. The air or AC or whatever is not working. And so then they said, reach out to maintenance. And they were like, oh, well, I'm renting it out as an Airbnb. And then the person was like, we don't allow that here. So then they ended up leaving. And then the person who owned the Airbnb that paid the rent for 6 months ended up getting a 3-day notice and got evicted. And now you're just out all this money because you went against these people's rules by just, doing what the people told you to do. So once I started hearing all those kind of stories, I was like, oh no. What are some great books and audible suggestions? I read and listen to a lot of self-help kind of books, and I would have to look on my phone. To see like which ones are currently in there, because I can't even think of any. I'm reading one that I'm reading. I have the actual book is Feeding the Soul. It's Tabitha's book. I'm reading Feeding the Soul. And I have a couple audible books that I listen to every morning, but usually those are like prayer and things like that. But I could post them in the private community, Tasha. I could be wrong, but I feel Airbnb is over soon. I agree. Same with Turo. I agree. The Airbnb and Turo, I feel like they're headed out the door, because what's happening with Turo is they're putting a clause in there too that you can't put those cars on Turo, and then you're taking pictures, you're posting them on Turo, and then the finance companies or whoever are checking out to see if you have these cars on Turo, and then they're coming and picking them up. So, yeah. The thing is, like, I'm a risk taker, and I'm willing to put my money pretty much anywhere, unless it's just something that I completely don't understand. There's some things that I'll put my money in. Like, I'll put a plan together, invest my money in it, knowing that I'll make some money. But it's some stuff that I'm not willing to take that risk on. And like, I was considering Airbnb and Turo, but I'm not interested in either one at this point. Yes, both are. Exactly, Tasha. Exactly. And I don't, like, me personally, I don't want to be involved in anything that I'll take a risk and may not make too much of a profit, but I don't want to take a risk to where I'm lying or, going through some loopholes to make the thing work. Like, I don't want to do that. If I can't just invest my money and know exactly what it is with no small fine print, I'm not doing nothing like that. Like, I need to be able to call all the shots and make all the rules based around where I'm putting my money at. I don't want to go get an Airbnb. I'm getting all this furniture, I'm furnishing it, and then just all hell kind of breaks loose. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. Like I said, if I was to get into Airbnb, I would want to do it on some property that I actually own. To me, the math ain't mathin'. Yeah, the math ain't mathin'. And I know people with a lot of cars on Turo and stuff like that. But some of those people now, because Turo takes such a huge portion of it, they're just doing like their own things where they're just kind of taking a risk, just kind of renting the cars out to people just like on the side. I don't want to do that. Like, Because the thing with Turo doing it, at least if somebody gets in the car and tear the car up, you know that like the insurance is going to pay for whatever. If you doing something on your own, like, what do you have in place to make sure that all hell don't break loose? Like, I don't want to be involved in anything like that. If you guys are just joining and you have business questions, please drop your business questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat. If anybody is on here, now that it's popular, newer cars come out yearly, so you good. Yeah, exactly. And see, a lot of people were getting the like the luxury cars and stuff like that, but then they got in and realized that like the economy cars were doing better than the luxury cars. So I don't know. But if anybody just got here, if you have any business questions, drop your business questions in the chat. If you're in Houston on June 19th, I am having a business expo. It's the Houston meets Cali Business Expo. I will have 20 vendors. There are 10 speakers. And the topics that will be covered there are business credit, personal credit, business insurance, the trucking industry, real estate investing, social media, marketing, government contracts, drop shipping, and I'm sure some more stuff, but those are the ones that I can think of right now. It's indoor. A couple of vendors can be outside if they want to be, but it'll be indoor. It'll be at the Humble Civic Center. I was trying to look for a video of it. Let's see this one. So we'll have a couple vendors outside, but for the most part, it'll be inside because it's going to be all day. It's going to be all day. So this is, what's going on with the internet? So the seating, so like the $5 tickets are just like more so like standing room, but the VIP tickets will have access to like the second and third row seating. We have 10 elite tickets, and those tickets are for the day before, we're doing a mastermind and all of this stuff. And then those people get front row seating. Oh, so this is only... So yeah, the seating will somewhat be assigned. Oh, shoot. What is wrong with this? See, it's something going on with the internet in my area. I'll try to let me see if I can find a video showing... Oh, now it pops back on. Let me see if I can find a video of the actual inside of the venue. Okay, here it goes right here. And then we have a big room, and then we have 2 smaller rooms. So this is it right here. Houston meets Cali. So, oh, it went real quick. So it's outside. We have this outside, and then that's inside. That's the big room. And these are some of the smaller rooms where people will do classes at. So people will do like certain, I think there's going to be a private credit class in one of those rooms, and then a class on like marketing and things like that. And if people are interested in taking like a cricket class, that type of stuff. But for the most part, like that main room that I just showed is where like the speakers will be at. You said the $5 tickets. You said the $5 tickets are for general admission and standing to hear the speakers. Right. So the $5 tickets just kind of like get you in the room where you can like shop with the vendors, because we'll have a lot of vendors. You can shop with the vendors, and then you can just kind of stand around and you'll hear the speakers too. But then the VIP tickets will be seated on the 2nd and 3rd row of the stage to hear the speakers. And then the elite tickets are for, we're doing something Saturday and Sunday. And so on Saturday, we're having a mastermind and a brunch. And then that evening, we're going to go to, we have a VIP section at this lounge. And then Sunday is all day will be the speakers. But everybody gets access to hear the speakers. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. I'm in the process of putting a brunch together too. I usually do like at least 4 to 5 brunches a year, like in different places. So I already did Cali, so I don't think I'll do anything in Cali this year anymore this year, because I have so much to do. I'm putting together a retreat out of the country. I'm thinking Costa Rica, either Costa Rica or somewhere in Mexico. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to put together. I was hoping I would be able to get to China this year, but the way that things are going, that's probably not gonna happen. I want to leave. Gotta make sure I don't have any plans. Right. And that is Father's Day. That is Father's Day too. It's Father's Day and Juneteenth as well. But like I said, the speakers and vendors that we're having are coming from like, there's Houston speakers and vendors. We have Cali, Miami, Atlanta, New York. We have one vendor coming from New York as well. But it's gonna be cool. We have the that damn Monty, the comedian, he's gonna do some hosting too. Costa Rica, talking about money. I'm there. Yeah. I'm not giving nothing just to, like, I don't sit around to just like, anything that I give, we're gonna be talking about money and elevation and multiple streams of income. I don't just give stuff to just like kind of chill. I'm not interested in chilling and drinking. If we chilling and eating and drinking, we gonna be talking about business too. Like, business and just getting further. Like, a lot of those conversations aren't being had. A lot of money conversations people don't have either. Like, we are so afraid to talk about money, but it's like, you got to talk about money to attract money. You can't just, keep thinking about only $40 you have in your account. It's like, what are you going to do to turn that $40 into 40,000? So, yeah. I love that brunching business. Yep. I need a mentor. I'm tired of talking about it. The next mentorship. So let me ask you this. I can't pronounce your name. I can't. Jaeli. So what exactly is a mentor to you? Because I have people all the time talk about they want a mentor, right? And I'm trying to get some understanding, because a lot of people, Raqui, put it in there how you say it. Is Raqui? But a lot of people talk about mentors and things like that. I mentor, but I don't mentor for free. That's the thing. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna take you. Rocky. Okay, cool. Rocky. I got that. I could get with Rocky. The thing is, I don't mentor for free. I've had hundreds of people that want to come and, oh, can you mentor me? Can you mentor me? And early on, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, like, I want to shadow you. You can shadow me, but that's going to cost you. Like, this is how I take care of my family. This is how I feed my kids. So it's like, you know, I just be kind of confused a little bit. Like, a mentor and a coach, they're kind of like the same thing. A mentor is a little bit more hands-on. I do mentoring and coaching, but it's going to cost. Like, it's not free. You can't grow a business to the fullest potential without investing. Like, it just comes with the territory. And I get not being able to invest early on. I get it, because when I started, I didn't have no money, right? I didn't have any money, but I had to do what I could with what I had until I was able to start investing. I didn't make any excuses like, oh, I don't have it. Can you help me? I'm a single mother. I was a single mother too. When I quit my job, I was broke as hell. My credit was bad, and I didn't have a clue about a clue. However, I got disciplined. I put all my, I wrote down what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. Things didn't go exactly like that. They actually went better. But however, I put some things out there so I could, figure it out. One of the very first things that I did, because you guys know, when I quit my 9 to 5, I didn't have a savings or a plan. If you're new here, you may want to check out my ebook, The Good, Bad, and Ugly of Entrepreneurship. I literally started with nothing. I quit my 9 to 5. I didn't have $1 of savings. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a spouse. I had 2 kids and a whole lot of bills. But I had faith that God had something bigger in store for me. And then I started selling hair, and then I started growing. And once I started making money, I started investing money. And then I built a multi-6-figure business on social media. However, I started way down here, way down there. I never planned on being an entrepreneur. And so, in this ebook is my story of how I started to building a 6-figure business on social media. Within this same ebook are all the steps on how to start a business, how to make money on social media, and how to build your business credit. All those steps are in there, the good, bad, and ugly of entrepreneurship. So I definitely recommend for anybody that can't, take my mentorship right now, that's like a start point, because you can definitely read something in there that's going to help you make some money. It's still services, right? Starve and stack, correct. I'm used to being independent, one-on-one setting goals and accomplish them right away. That's what's up. That's what's up. Love your story. Thank you. I was in a trailer, 3 kids, in military work that BK, 200 left every 2 weeks. I feel you. And that's the thing. Like, it wasn't like the job that I had at the time. There was nothing left over, because I didn't even have enough to, like, my 2 checks together was barely enough to pay my rent. Like, barely enough to pay my rent. Like, I struggled. And that's why I always talk about the 3-day notices on the door. Like, I didn't have nothing left over. I don't even know how I survived. Like, I don't even know. Like, I've never been homeless, and we never been hungry. But I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But God knows. And I ain't even finna question it. I'm not even getting ready to question it. But whatever you want, you have to get out there. You got to put the work in, and you have to change the narrative on your situation. And one thing that I always say is whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. The last thing I'm going to do is sit up and complain about what I don't have. I'm going to go and get it. I'm not going to play the blame game. I'm not going to make it seem like, oh, well, my baby daddy was a deadbeat, so it's his fault that shit. No, it ain't. I'm not going to go run and put him on child support because he ain't. No, I ain't finna make nobody do nothing they don't want to do, right? But where I was smart at is when I had my second kid, I didn't make the same mistake the second time around. I made a mistake when I was 19 when I had my daughter. But 10 years later, I paid attention to how this man was with his kids before I just went and had another baby. People don't take accountability for their actions. Whatever situation that you're in right now in your life, like right now in your life, it's because of you, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Whatever the situation is because of a decision or a choice that you made. Nobody else. We can't blame, oh, well, I went through this as a kid. Okay, it's your business to heal and get to where you need to go. Like, it's just simple as that. I work 2 jobs from home and school 1 kid. That's not a problem because it will come to pass. Correct. I don't point fingers because it's my life. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just your thought process alone will take you far. No matter the turnout, accountability is everything. Exactly. But there's so many people that don't. It's just so easy for people to blame other people. Oh, nobody taught me. Oh, nobody raised me. Oh, nobody this, nobody that. Well, it's your business and your duty to change the narrative on your life. Excuse me. When I was like trying to figure it out, I was a single mother and I was broke and I was all that. But I figured things out. Like I did as much research as I could. Like I really just kind of figured it out because I knew that I wanted better. I knew that I wanted better and I wasn't going to stop until I got better. That's even like right now, I want more. Like I want more. I'm never content. On the days that I make the most money are the days I go the hardest. Where somebody else, if they have a daily goal of $300 and they make $1,000, they chilling. They going to, cheers and turn up. No, if my daily goal is $2,500 and I make $7,000, I'm finna go harder. Like, well, maybe I can make 10. That's how my mind works. The name of the game is process. I just want to be around people that make and know more than me. Exactly. And the same with me. And the same with me. Like, I want to be around those type of people as well. I surround myself with those people. One of the reasons I moved from California to Houston is because in California, where I'm from San Francisco. But there's not a whole lot of people doing much. In California, Meek, you the GOAT. I'm like, well, where's my GOAT? Because I need to be able to go somewhere and mastermind with some people that's going to help my brain go to a whole nother level. To a whole different level. So I get it. I definitely get it. Because I'm the one that always get asked stuff. Right. And so are you a business owner, Rocky? Because what happens with that is if people are coming to you asking you stuff because you have a business, you need to be charging them because they're picking your brain and you can't pick my brain for free. I don't care if you my best friend, sister, cousin. If I give you some information for free, cool. I did that because I wanted to. But you're not finna just slide in my DM because you see me doing what I'm doing and you think I got it going on and you finna go. No, you need to pay me or go on over there because if you don't pay me, you gonna pay somebody else. So, yeah. I'm from Cali. Oh, okay. I knew I liked you. Yes, I have 3. Okay, so those people shouldn't be asking you nothing for free. You should have an Acuity link in your bio or Calendly, and there should be a certain day that you take calls where they pay you. I can't answer questions for free. And if I do, I'm going to do it because I want to. Not because you slide in my DM with your sobs. We all got a sad story. We all done been through something. We all single parents. We all something. So I got a story too. So let's put our stories together and what? What are we going to come up with? Nothing but a story. Let's figure out solutions. And that's why my friends do not call me with their issues. Who said that the other day? Somebody was on the live the other night and they was like, you seem like the friend. I ain't that friend. Don't call me with your problems. I am not her. Baby, do not call me with your problems. Because 9 times out of 10, you going to have this same problem a year from now. I'm the problem solver. You call me with something, I'm going to tell you how to handle it. If you don't come back to me with that story 2, 3, 5 months, a year later. You should have handled that shit back then. I said that. I was talking about business questions. Oh, yeah, Coop did say that. And I said Shalana. Even Shalana, that's my little sister. Love her dearly. But when she got whatever going on with what she got going on with her life, baby, I'm not even finna answer my phone for you. My phone don't do not disturb 99.9% of the time. Anyway, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk. Let's find a resolution and results. I say this all the time. This is another thing too. Another thing is, this is always an example that I use, right? Is if you're driving down the street and you get a flat tire, you don't need to call your mom. And then you don't need to call your sister. Oh, I got a flat tire. You call your baby daddy. Oh my God, I got a flat tire. You call, say, oh, I got a flat tire. You didn't call 10 people and told them you got a flat tire. Oh my God. You freaking out. You going crazy telling them about this flat tire. You don't have to call 10 people to do that because you didn't waste a whole hour calling them. You call AAA or you call the roadside or whoever. If you don't have the money for roadside or AAA or whoever you need, you call one person that could get you back on that road, and that's it. You don't have to call 10 people to tell them, oh my God. You just spend 20 minutes talking to one and then the other one, and then they ain't got shit for you. They can't get you back on the road. They ain't got $10 to go towards the thing or nothing. You just wasted your time talking to these people. Call the one person that can help you and get back on the road. That's it. And thank God while you at it. You don't, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Something's always happening to me. Thank God. You thank God in every situation. I thank God in everything. The stuff that I don't understand the most, I thank him the hardest. Because I'm like, something. But yeah, anyway. Mika, right now we got a whole ebook. Right. That's what the insurance people is for. Correct. That's the victim mentality. You could have fixed it yourself. You done called all around the world. You want a pity party. You just want a party now. If you had that from the jump thing in the head, you wouldn't need to call no one. But no, some people, they're looking for that party. So they are going to call all these different people because they're looking for that party. That's how I know you're still alive. Hello, Monique. How are you? You have to thank him on a daily. Correct. Codependent. Yes. Yep. But I'm not gonna call all them people. I'm not gonna do it. Half of them people you call, they gonna be calling such and such and telling them they can't even help you. I'm good. I'm great. I am great. I don't have no complaints. I am doing amazing today. I was that person. I used to play victim of baby when God pulled everyone away. Exactly. And sometimes you be knowing that sometimes you be needing those people to pull away from you. You don't want to be, I don't want to be able to call them people. If I'm in a situation, if I'm in any situation, I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to pray on it and I'm going to try to make something happen. And if I'm not, I'm going to call the one person that can help me, 1 or 2 people. And I understand that some people don't have anybody to call. I get that too. Last chance to sign up. I'll be in LA this Saturday. I don't know who that text is from. You know, and I understand sometimes people don't have anybody to call. That's fine too. That's what's going to make you, that's what's going to really mold you into the person that you need to be, is not having nobody to call. You know how Cali is. Absolutely. I definitely know how Cali is, because one thing that I always say about Cali when I'm on these lives and when I'm speaking and things like that is I'm born and raised in San Francisco, California. However, when I made my first 6 figures, 2% came from the whole state of California. So yeah, I know how Cali is. And there's a lot of people like that in different places, but I don't get upset. I don't complain about it or anything, because I know there's always a stranger somewhere that I can get in front of, that I can help them change their life and their bank account. I can help you change your mindset in your bank account if that's what you're looking for. I was one of those people didn't have no one to call, so I made sure I was not without bare minimum. Correct. Be right back. Okay, cool. Yeah, being relatable. I tell people, who was I talking to last night? Was it on live? I didn't go live last night. I did for a short while. I don't know. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I don't remember where. I was talking to somebody, and basically I was explaining to them, like, my income went up crazy. Like, it went up crazy when I started going live and sharing my story and my experiences and things like that, because people realize, like, okay, she has some of the same things that I've been through or went through or experienced. Like, this is somebody that I can work with or get with or whatever. Whereas some people, they just don't know you, or they're judging you by the way you look. A lot of people think I look mean. You know, they see me in public, I'm just looking straight, or they hear me talking, they like, oh, she mean. I'm not mean. I just mean business. Facebook, let me see how much money I done made on Facebook. I'm kind of upset with Facebook, honestly, because I feel like they're playing with me. And I don't push a hard line on Facebook. Don't get me wrong. I do not push a hard line on there. However, I feel that Facebook is playing with me because I could potentially make $35,000 a month on Facebook. Meanwhile, like, let me see what I'm at. Like, I'm just sick of them. Oh, I don't think I know how to get to it on, let me see. I don't think I know how to get to it on the computer. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. But it's like, it's just irritating because I could potentially make $35,000. Meanwhile, every month I only make 100 and something. I have a podcast. Oh, okay. What's your podcast about? Thank you, Big Kimmy. I'm just not feeling Facebook for business, just for family and friends. That's how I always looked at it too. But like, some people do great on Facebook. The thing is, you have to test out each platform to see where you can build at. I did Instagram. I built on Instagram, and now I'm over here on TikTok building. So it's really about, I wish I could see it. I don't know where to click at though. I don't know where to click out. Click it. I don't teach about drop shipping. If you have some questions about drop shipping, I can ask you. I can answer those in my mentorship that start next week. I'll have someone come in and speak about drop shipping. When I first became a business owner, I would drop ship hair, but I don't teach on that, if that makes sense. But I can answer some questions. So if you have like some specific questions, you can ask those. But yeah, Facebook, I don't know. I can't get to it, but I know whatever my little dollars is at, it's not over. It might be $150. It might be $150. because they went from paying me $14 per 1,000 views, and that's a lot. 1,000 views, $14 to 40 cents. Like, how you go from $14 1,000 views to 40 cents 1,000 views? So the only reason I have $100 and something this month is because, is because they had like a challenge going on, and I got the challenge money. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But see, I'm used to looking at like how much money I made on my phone, so I can't even see where to click at on the computer. Business apps. I don't know. Yeah, Tammy, it's crazy. It's crazy. And another thing that I like about TikTok is like I got the badges early on Instagram. Like I was within that first 50,000 that they gave access to badges to. And so I was making good money. Like every time I went live for 15 minutes, I was getting like $150. But then they kind of like scale back on that. To this date, I haven't gotten the access to monetize on the reels on Instagram, but I can monetize on the reels on Facebook. But it's not making sense. Oh, but saying that to say, the fact that you get up to 1,000 followers on TikTok, you go live and you can make money. Like that's cool. So like when people buy the roses and those gifts and stuff, that's actually money that you can cash out. It's not a whole lot of money, but it adds up over time. It adds up over time. But you can, you can cash out at any given time. Like on Facebook and Instagram, you have to have at least $100 in your pot before they'll cash it out for you. But on TikTok, you might get, I don't know, $5, $6. You can cash that out. So you can cash it out at any given time. And then, so like right now, the only way that I can monetize is through the gifts that people buy. Once I get to 10,000 followers, that opens up 2 more ways. Once you get to 100,000 followers, then it just keeps on like opening up. But if I have to compare all of the platforms, I would say that TikTok for sure is one of the best platforms to monetize on, whether you're selling your products and services, you're doing affiliate marketing or whatever, is definitely good money. Definitely good money that can be made on TikTok. So if you guys are just joining and you have business questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat.
Good morning.
That man must be there today.
He is.
Call me after
Everybody
your
heard
month.
you turned around.
She at that class. Cool talking about nope, it's too early. She at the class with the workout man. They be in there dancing off that, I think it's called soca music or something. But anyway, I definitely feel, so it's Friday. So I'm supposed to go to this concert with my cousin. I don't like concerts because I don't like being around all those people like that. But I told my cousin I would go with her. What did she say? Oh, Tiwa Savage. I don't know who that is. Never even heard of them. But I'm going to go. I think. Go to that concert with her. But what are y'all doing this weekend? What y'all got going on? Yeah, I like being in rooms where I could talk about business. Like I really do. Really, really do. Who is this? Oh, see, so I just got another partnership with an athletic wear company. I'm going to look at two new shopping strips and reading. I want to go tomorrow. As a matter of fact, that's what I need to do. Tomorrow, I want to go and look at. Today is Friday, right? I want to go look at a home, like a $2 million home. I don't know if you guys think about this or whatever, but you want to start going places that you see yourself in. So I want to go and look at a home that's like 1 point something or $2 million, just so I could just go, go check it out, get a feel of it. So I'm gonna look at some open houses and hey Shay, it didn't motivate you, correct?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. That man was in there running you today, huh?
Baby. We was doing the cha and the ma and the ooh wee.
So he does
Baby.
that class every day.
So he's not here every day. Like I came yesterday and he wasn't here. So it seemed like he's here every other day. But he do 2 classes a day. He got an evening class as well that he do outside somewhere
Oh,
with a whole bunch of people, like a whole parking lot or something.
I wonder if that's that guy I saw up there at the plaza that time with those speakers and stuff outside.
Oh no, that wasn't him.
Oh,
Cause remember
okay.
that was a black man. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
this
just remember
baby.
all the people was out there.
Yeah,
So what's
he
on the agenda today?
huh?
What's on the agenda today?
Hair clients. Nothing too special. Yeah, just probably doing some promoting, advertising, uh, advertising my book. If y'all haven't tapped in and got my cookbook, Plant Based with Soul, make sure y'all click the link in my bio and purchase my cookbook. Also, if there's anyone on here that has a beard, male or female, no, I'm just playing. If there's anybody on here that have a beard and wants some healthy beard care products, definitely click the link in my bio. And for ladies, if you need to get a gift package for Father's Day, for your husband, your boo thing, your side piece, your homie, lover, friend, I got you. Tap in with me. Also got for the ladies, I got products for you guys as well. If you guys need some healthy hair care products, shampoo, conditioner, hair growth oil.
Coop said it has salty desserts. No, it's plant. It's no desserts in there, is it?
No, it's the only thing in there is I have a salted caramel smoothie, and a smoothie bowl, but my next book is gonna be nothing but vegan desserts.
Salted, not salty. No, so it's all plant based. It's all
Right.
plant based. But yeah, I'm alkaline vegan. Oh yeah, this is my friend. She was promoting her
Cookbook.
products. She have a plant based cookbook, and she have beer products for men, and she have hair products for women. I saw the live. Looks good. I ain't gonna get you cussed out. You didn't been on her live. You see how she act.
Who is that?
That's cool.
Oh, what's up, Coop?
I just added her. So our new friend Rocky over here says she just added you. She's
Oh, thank you,
alkaline
Rocky.
vegan. She's an alkaline vegan.
Oh, cool. Also, I have a another TikTok. It's nothing but plant based food. It's plant based with soul. If you want to look at food, it's plant based with soul. Um, You know what? Somebody got on live with me last night, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this because you've even taught me this, right? A while back. The girl told me that she does catering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, cool. I was like, cool. I said, I'm gonna follow you because I'm a chef and I might need to, we could piggyback off each other recipes or something like that. And I got on her page and it was nothing but pictures
Down
of
forward.
her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she do crab boils. I didn't see not a crab leg, not a potato, not a corn. And I was wondering, like, how will we know?
Right.
How will we know? I'm
So,
just like,
but you know what? So one or two things. Either she cooked for her family and her family only, and maybe she put it in her story, or she have a different page.
she told me, because we
Oh
were talking
shit.
about food. She said, I cater, not for my family. This is a business. And then she gave me the page that she promoting the catering for. And I was lost because I was like, that's just like somebody saying that I'm a singer, but then I go to their TikTok and I don't see not one video of you singing. But you
Right.
told me you sing. If
Right.
you would have never told me you sung, I don't know.
Right.
Like it was just crazy.
And
It just
and and that's the thing too. Like I I reposted this thing last night because somebody was asking, like, do you believe in sharing your personal and your business, right? And I'm a firm believer in you doing both, right?
right, right,
If you're a whatever, I'm a business coach, you're gonna see a whole lot of tips, tools, strategies, and all that. But you're gonna see me doing some other stuff as well, like just regular everyday life stuff.
right.
So yeah, if you telling me you cook, it's just like the young lady. I don't know where she is. A young lady hopped on here and she was like, she getting ready to throw away the whole business because she's not making money. She's a cook or a chef or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But then it's like people that cook food make good money.
Right.
But you have to figure out, like, if you're spending, we're just gonna say, if you're spending $50 on some food and whatever food you're cooking, you're selling the plates, and when you sell the plates you're only making $40, not profit, but just $40. Something is not
Right.
right. You can't
Exactly.
you can't serve a lobster and crab bust down for $10. That's some wings and spaghetti or something, right?
Exactly.
So you have
Exactly.
to figure out like what makes sense, and this is in business across the board, because I ask even people that sell hair, they don't price their hair right.
Right. Right.
They just making money and they think they're making money, but when they sit down and pull back and add it up, it don't make sense. And some
It,
people
it
have never even thought about that.
it gotta make sense. I had a conversation with my daughter last night, and she said, I want to continue to do some of my people in Vegas. They want to still do their hair, and I said, okay, so you don't live there anymore, so now you have to charge them a traveling fee. You have a
Correct.
ticket that you have to purchase. You have
Correct.
a room that you have to get to do their hair in, and
Right.
then you have a service that you come in to do. Like she
Right.
said, should I charge them all individually? I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're not coming,
Correct.
you don't get a one fee for 10 people that don't even know each other. Like, I don't
Correct.
understand what you don't get about that.
Correct.
And she just like sometimes like I be trying to explain it to her, not trying to tell you what to do, but you don't want to go way to Vegas to do somebody hair only to do somebody hair. Because
Say I'm a
where your
traveling
profit at?
stylist. You don't want to do it
Yeah.
just to say you're a traveling stylist. It needs to make sense. Big Hemi said, "Hey, Lena,
Hey, Big
um,
Himmy, how are you, boo? Good morning.
this is the thing though, and this is why I typically try not, because I'm sure you didn't heard me say a million times, like, I don't get caught up in people's pricing. I don't
Right,
get caught up in people's pricing. Like, some stuff I be like, what, you charge what? However, that's not something that I strategically do. We not putting that in no plan that I work
right,
on for you. And the reason being is
right.
because I might say a price that you think is too low because you feel like your stuff is worth more than that, or I might say a price that's too high that you're not confident enough to say. So just pull me out of it. Because I don't want you over there getting
Yes.
$100 for something you feel like you should be getting 500 for, but you did it because Meek said it. No, you got to do what works for you.
Right. Right.
But some
Right.
people, like, if you're not confident enough to be like, this is what it's going to cost and that's it, and buy, because all money ain't good
That's what
money.
I
You got to leave some of
said.
that money on the table because they're not
That's
willing
what
to
I
pay.
said.
So
I said you gotta definitely, cause she like, I just charged $100 to go to, the Vacaville or whatever. So what I'm gonna charge them $250? Like with her attitude, what I'm gonna charge them $250 to go? I said absolutely.
or
And
no,
stick
you
behind it.
no. Tell her to charge him 50 and keep running out there and then be like, she gonna probably have to get it like, oh, this ain't worth it. Charge
That's
him
so
25 and
yeah.
keep running yourself out there.
So that's what I said. I said, and then once you sit down and do your numbers, I said it may not even be worth you going out there. It may not
Exactly.
even be worth you going. You might just have to go on and be done with it, because what I've had to keep constantly explaining to her is that Vegas, people that live in Vegas don't have money. Money come into Vegas. A lot of money comes into Vegas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people that live there, probably the people that you've been doing, they ain't about to be about that.
And they need to find somebody else that's gonna do it. I got
Exactly.
$300 to drive 35 minutes to do a kid hair under 10. People pay for what they want.
You know what I'm saying? But you knew
People,
what you wanted. You
yep,
were confident about what you wanted, and you got it. You got it.
right, yep. People pay for what they want. That's just like, people that want to grow their businesses will come like, oh, I don't really have that to sign up for your whatever. But then they go to Macy's or to the wherever sale and whatever. Like, they're not thinking about like, okay, if I invest this money in this class or this course or this ebook, this gonna open my mind up to where I can make more money. They focus on what they look like on a Friday
Right.
night. I ain't preparing for
You know what I'm
Saturday night. I'm
saying?
preparing
Like,
for a lifetime.
come on, sis. Preach.
So I don't play with hair.
You
You
know, the
gonna pay me for my
conversations are
time, and then
definitely different.
for sure, for sure. So, do you just braid, Rocky, or you do all type of hair? But yeah, people pay for what they want, and they ain't asking for no
They do.
discount. They ain't looking for no discount or nothing. All types. Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing about people. They know. People don't realize how big energy is. People know when you confident
Mm-hmm.
in what you doing and what you got going on. And if they notice you don't know what you worth, they will play you on that.
Correct.
People good at that. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I
Correct.
had to tell her that one of the girls that get her hair done by me told me that her friend goes to her and told me that my daughter is cheaper than all the other girls. That's why she goes to her. I told her that last night. She like, really? I just went up on my prices, but in your mind, you went up on your prices, but your prices may be still cheap and
Correct.
under
And
market.
she do a damn good job.
And you do a
She's
damn,
sweet.
you slaying the hell out of hair.
Yeah.
You could get what you want. I
Yeah.
told her last night, you could get what you want, but you got to know what you want.
Right. So, Rocky, where are you located? So you're from LA, but where you at now? She said, people here, I'm from LA, and they run to me. Yeah, because that's how they feel. Like the people in the South, they gonna pay for people in other places to do from other places to do their hair, because they feel like, and it's, let me tell you something, and it's a perfect example of me, right? I was in California doing my thing where I'm born and raised at, but people would rather go to classes other places because they don't really know my value. But then the people here in Houston, they rather flock to me than somebody in Houston because they feel like I know it's interesting. Oh, you in Atlanta now. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, right now I'm trying to, I'm gonna probably try to find a way to market myself to go to Vegas and probably, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
go to people Airbnbs and do like a
Yep.
private little, brunch for them, and they,
Yeah.
Airbnbs. They'll pay for that. Because
Yeah.
what people don't realize, people want to feel like, oh, I had a private chef. They will pay just so they can
Exactly.
have bragging rights. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah,
Exactly. That's
it's
just like when the
definitely.
girl came here Big Willie came and cooked for Shania's birthday. Like, oh, I had a
Right.
private chef come cook for my, my
Exactly.
daughter's birthday. People like that experience. The thing
And you
I
ain't
did
gotta
for my
go nowhere.
birthday, when they came and did the hibachi in the backyard, I didn't have to do
Right.
nothing. I didn't have to.
Right.
I didn't even have to provide the tables, chairs, the napkins,
See.
nothing. They came
See.
with all of it, including the grill.
Wow. And see, if I could give me a team, while I was talking to my daughter last night, if I could get a team, like at least 2 people, I can have somebody come in and decorate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could do the cooking and we could do like a service, that where you ain't got to do nothing, like you said.
Yeah.
Y'all just
Yeah.
walk in and everything already done.
Exactly. I wanted to do that. Why you didn't do it, Coop? It's a real dope experience, like super dope. Like they literally come with a grill, they set up, they had the napkins, the plates, the cups, the bowls, everything. They came, set it up, cooked, served us, broke it down, cleaned up, and left. And
Yes.
when they leave, you just go to bed.
And it was nice. It was really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I sent this girl a message because she's supposed to have a pop-up tomorrow, but I don't know. I haven't heard from her in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
So maybe she's not coming.
Yeah. Let me know.
So
What was I about to say? Did you watch what I told you to watch last night?
I didn't, because I was dealing with whatever this spider bite thing situation.
Oh yeah, how's that
I don't
going?
know. I don't know. I don't know yet.
It's getting bigger?
No, it's getting smaller, but it hurts.
Oh, it'll go away probably if it's getting smaller.
Yeah, but then somebody told me something about with a spider bite, they bite and then they lay eggs in there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm out there. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, somebody waiting on me.
Bye. Call me
Good
later.
night. Bye.
Rocky, you never been to Houston? You gotta come check Houston out. You gotta come check Houston out. I love Houston. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love it. The food here, I went to this place yesterday. Oh my God, the food was like, and see, I don't like Atlanta. I don't like nothing about Atlanta. Like, I don't like it. So but you know what? So you're from LA, so it probably don't bother you. So I don't like LA, right? And the reason I don't like LA is because of that Hollywood type thing. I don't like LA. I get that same vibe in Atlanta, and that's why I don't like Atlanta. People looking, and don't look me up and down, because baby, I got on a little t-shirt and some little sweats or something from Target. You ain't got to look me up and down. You ain't even got to waste your time, because I ain't walking around here like I'm this and that, and I don't like it. It's like moving to a country LA. Yeah, and so, I work from home. Been dying to travel. Yeah, LA. Houston, I love Houston. If you can, well, that's kind of soon. But I was gonna say, if you can, you should try to come to the Houston Meets Cali event. But that's literally in 16 days. 16 days is Houston Meets Cali. I can make it. I get paid Wednesday. Okay. So you got 3 businesses and you work. You got 3 businesses and you work. What kind of businesses do you have? Well, one of them is hair. So do you teach people how to braid or do anything like that, or what? This is what people need to realize, is they need to realize that anything that you make the most money teaching. People will see me at the pallet flipping places, and they'll see me with doing all these different things. Anything you see me doing, I'm only doing that so I can learn it and teach other people. I'm not going to teach other people things that I haven't learned myself. Like, I'll have some people that I know that teach things, come in and do stuff like that. But I'm not going to teach people anything that I haven't done myself. That's probably why I still got so much of that palette stuff in my garage. But yeah, you should definitely do some ebooks or something like that. Like, that's money in your sleep. That is money in your sleep. So I'm gonna hop off live for a second. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. I have to take a phone call, but I'll be back. So I still want to continue this conversation about the recession though. Like the recession. Why is it in your garage? Tammy, because like I always try it first before exactly, Tasha. You posted about the focus groups. I need to get back on the focus groups. Tasha, why don't we do a class? Well, maybe you can come in the mentorship class one day and talk about like the side hustles. I'll send you a message. Tammy, let me show you what's in my garage, ma'am. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but it is still like, the reason it's in my garage is because I don't necessarily like to sell product. Like, I don't want to sell products. I just want to sell my services. I just want to sell information. The only products I want to sell, it looks like it's going to rain. The only products I want to sell is like my ebooks and stuff like that. Oh, it's so hot. And that man told me I'm firing my lawn person and getting a new one. Because that man, I don't know what he's doing. But I got all this stuff in my garage. It's not all this. But it's still a lot. So this is, but these are, I'm going to try the braiding ebook. Yes, do the braiding ebook. That would be good. You could do an ebook and a class. You need to join the mentorship, ma'am. You could do an ebook and a Zoom class while you're braiding. But let's see here. Maybe, what's today? Tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe I'll post that I'm going to do a, this is stuff from, and I've had this stuff a while. This is stuff from the palette this was a Target palette. These pants right here, I had like, how much were these? It's no tag on them. But I had like, oh, here's a tag. These were $24.99 at Target. But then when I got them, so each item that I got averaged out to about $2 and something. So that's 2 pair. You know what? I think I'm about to take this stuff in my house and lay it out and sell it. That's 3 pair of these I have left. These I had like 10. I had like 10 pairs of these. These $24.99 too. All these little shirts. So on Monday, what time will class start? It'll actually start on Tuesday. And it's going to start at 7. So I think that's 8 your time, right? I just got so much stuff. Yeah, I need to sell it. Look at these. Boots and more sweats and shoes and swimsuits and pants, shirts. This palette, there's like 2 bins over there. All of these things. See, Tasha, see. What's in this one? I think this one, it was like bras and stuff. These are like little, I think I'll just sell the whole thing, put it on my neighborhood thing and sell it all for $100 just to get it out of here. $50. know what this is. And this stuff been in here since for a long time. For sure since last year, probably like October or September. Tasha, you putting in that work. It is hot. All right, y'all. Hopefully the guy come and do my stuff today. But yeah. Oh, it's 12:30. Let me see if Shay want to go to the pallet place today. Maybe I'll go over there today. Where's Shay at? Let me call her. All that baby stuff. And the stuff that like the little cat and hat jeans or whatever those jeans are, that stuff, I had like 40 pair of those little Jack and Cat or Cat and Jack pants. Like I said, I got 220 items for $500. So each item was like $2 and something. But I sold all those pants for like $6 a piece. Normally $17.99. But I'm going to hop off of here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm put my notifications on. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all in a minute. Have a good day if I don't see you guys when I get back on.